Okay, let me send you the link.
Okay, just DM me the link and I'll do it, the thing.
That's what I'm doing.
Do it faster.
I have to go copy link. Oh my god.
Yeah, fast. I did not hide it for you to be a slow fuck. Okay, you're too slow for me. Shut the fuck up. Okay. That was just way too slow.
Alright, Poppet. Let me connect with a different VC because I need to. Where is it? Fuck. I mean, oops. Didn't mean to say that. Here we go. Okay. Now, let me check one thing.
Okay. So the stream's on, right?
Alright, I'm back.
Did I ask?
Stream's up. Yes, stream is up.
Oh, I was actually live when we're actually going to play some 5v5.
Oh, 5v5. Oh, 5v5. 5v5.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
The stream is on.
The stream is on.
I don't hear my voice because it's super awkward.
The stream is on, yes.
Yo, you were supposed to commentate. I know, but I don't want to hear my voice during the stream. You're funny guy. Well, I mean, guess not really fine. You're gonna be fine.
Don't worry, Poppet. I'm gonna link the. I'm gonna link it in my server too, so more people will watch.
Okay, good. Wait. So it's 3 people commentate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we can rotate out if my mom yells at me or something. Okay, yeah, got it. We're like backups. Oh, I see. Oh, it's those 4 people. Nothing enough for all the time.
All right, what is up, people? Scythe of Destiny, how's it going? What's up? Welcome to the
No one asked.
incredible. Actually, Scythe of Destiny asked Poppet. Thank you very much.
Well, no one. Who is this guy?
This is someone in the chat.
Who asked?
The person in the chat asked, actually. Oh, is this PX?
No. Ban Scythe of Destiny. Ban Scythe.
No, we're not. I'm banning Scythe of Destiny.
Ban him. How dare he disrespect my
Let's look at Poppet's profile, guys, while we wait. Ooh, 52%.
Yeah,
Okay.
man earned almost 4 stars this session. I earned 3. I almost earned 4.
Hey, who'd you play with?
I played with Mapus on PC, so everything
Oh,
was made.
that's okay.
This dude's called Nanny Citrus.
Nani Citrus. What's up, Zo Poppy? All right, we have Nani Citrus, a Sculptor Geisha player, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Also some Wu Chang.
Yeah. So, didn't see any ban or any knowledge points or anything. Shut off.
Yeah, unfortunately, unable to view those there, but yeah, loading into the match. We'll see, depending on the Survivor ban, we most likely will be able to figure out what Hunter they're going to play. It looks like, hovering over a couple. Looks like, ooh, forward. Could be. This could indicate Wu Chang, actually. If he's going to ban this, this could indicate a Wu Chang. Could be Geisha. Could be Geisha as well. And then they also Everyone say hi. Everyone in chat say hi. Hurry up. Nobody? Okay, damn. I think it's like 30 seconds. Yeah. It looks like, it looks like we're going to see... Oh, actually, going to go Sculptor. Even with the Seer band, we're going to see a Sculptor. Usually you don't want to play Seer against Chip Hunters, but it looks like this Hunter just saying, I don't want to get rotated early game. You know, I want to avoid having that Owl as an option for these Survivors. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that from, the Survivor team and prevent any sort of early game rotation that the Survivors could potentially have by using that Seer.
So now it's like a mechanic
I think you're definitely going to locate the mechanic. You can find the bot as well. Eliminate that as an option. That would be ideal. But loading in the match here, we're going to see the sculptors spawn behind tent, which means 2 people spawn near 4-stop, 1 at working carousel, 1 at the 4-stop platform, 1 person in 2-story, and 1 near broken carousel. And let's see if we can find the Explorer, though. He's going to rotate right into the Explorer here. This could be nice if he's able to locate him here. But, oh, and he finds the Meg. This is just an incredible spawn. This is a very good spawn for this hunter. Gonna see him. Good statue as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it allows for the mechanic to... Oh, good statue there as well. And basement as well. I expect the survivors not to rescue. What they're going to do here is they're most likely going to leave the mechanic on chair, especially if it is basement, which it is. You're going to leave the mechanic on chair, and you're just going to let her decode with bot as much as possible, get as much of extra decoding in as you can. Most likely, the bot may give tinnitus or something, but I don't expect any of the survivors to actually perform a rescue here.
Yeah, and at this point, if I am the sculptor, I'm going to choose like not to put the mechanic inside of the basement, because that will give the survivor a little bit of thinking that do they need to rescue or not. Because if it's in the basement, the survivor is going to be like definitely a non-rescue. So, but if the survivor comes to rescue, then it might be give a chance to the sculptor to win. And
Absolutely.
now if they just like let her die in the basement, it's going to be like 50% of the time, 50% off a 3.
Yep, absolutely. And we do see the bot get eliminated. Their good statue hit on the Explorer as well, getting that chip in. But we did see the bot get eliminated, unfortunately, for these survivors. We'll see if the Mercenary opts to transition. Ooh, looks like Mercenary's going to try to perform a rescue here. This, again, is risky. It is basement. It feeds presence to this hunter. But with the bot down, I think the survivors kind of just realized, like, we need to buy more time here with the bot unable to decode as much as possible. And, oh, I think the mechanic might have gone AFK here. We're going to go ahead and... we're going to pause that real quick. But I don't think it matters because the mechanic's going to be dead anyway. But, yeah, go check on what's going on. All right, we're going to leave it paused for a second to see what's going on with the mechanic. That could have been why the bot went down. Now, in this situation, I don't think we can actually restart the match, considering that it's already been, like, 60 seconds into the match? So once it's 60 seconds in, you can't really restart at that point. So, yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. Again, like I would have said it wouldn't make much of a difference because the mechanic would have died anyway. But the bot did go down, so that could make a difference. In terms of decoding, that could have been 50% of a cipher machine decoded that the survivors no longer have because the mechanic was AFK. So yeah. So we're gonna have to see. Right. Right. Yeah. Someone in chat seems to think it's faking. I don't think it is. In either way, we're not able to restart in this position regardless of the situation because it has been past 60 seconds of the match, so we're unable to really start the match anyway. I don't think calling out faking is necessarily a good option because I don't know if that's exactly what happened. And we have no proof or evidence of that, so let's avoid any sort of negativity in chat. I'm not afraid to... Yeah. If there's any... Yeah, okay, he's going to go for a second. If there's any negativity in chat, I will be removing you from chat, so let's try to avoid that. But, do we know what's going on, Poppet?
He's going to stop right now.
We're gonna resume the game, right?
Yeah, but back to...
We can't restart. It's too far into the match.
Yeah, what happened to Blackjack?
He said he had to go. I don't know. He might be back. I don't know. All right, so just go ahead and resume then, I guess. All right, we're going to continue the match. Yeah, there is no... Even with the AFK there, it's already past 60 seconds into the match, and the mechanic was dead anyways. So, again, it could have been a little bit of decoding time lost for the survivors, possibly with the bot. But in reality, unfortunately, with someone going AFK this late in the match, you can't really do anything as a... as hosts or as players here. Gets the hit on the Explorer. Good bait there from the sculptor. He's going to use the speed boost with the pallet boost and the hit to get as far away as he can as possible. Trying to make it towards this 2-story area. The Sculptor now with full presence, so this is going to be very hard. He's going to go ahead and go into small mode. What this does is it makes it so these target statues from the full presence Sculptor are unable to locate the Explorer. And we'll see what he can do here. Good statue hit there on the Explorer. Can he get the last hit? No, unable to get that one there. And we'll see what the Explorer can do to avoid these hits. It's going to be very difficult. And so far, doing a very good job. Let's see if he can get the statue hit here. Dodges this one as well. And we're going to probably see him go down. There is the down on the Explorer. But a good time bought from the Explorer here. This is good decoding for the survivors. We see that Mercenary Cipher about 50% of the way done here. And looking at the decoding, they still need one more Cipher Machine to go. And again, this is the downside of not having access to that bot. Once the bot was eliminated, the forward's going for a stun on chair. This is very risky, considering that the decoding progress is very lackluster at this point. Let's see if the forward goes for a follow-up stun or not. And no, it doesn't look like it. I think the Explorer opting to go upstairs here. This is very risky. Does get a good statue hit from the Sculptor. Forward's going to try to harass as long as possible. Let's see what the Sculptor can do here. Gets that target statue hit and the down on the Explorer there. Forward still half a football available to potentially harass here. Yeah, that's what you were muted, by the way, Poppet. So. Yeah. Let's see what unable to harass. The problem is he has a chip damage on him, so it's going to be very hard to actually rescue here if they try to go for that. Okay. We're gonna see. Okay, no problem. We're gonna see the forward try to harass a rescue here. We'll see if he's able to pull it off. Mercenary on the last Cipher, only about 10% of the way done, so there's no way the Cipher is gonna be close to prime. We'll see if he can get the statue hit. Ooh, good dodges so far. Can he get the rescue though in time? He's gonna be cutting it really close to him. He made the save. Excellent job. Does get the but gets hit. That was kind of funny, I'm not gonna lie. Does get hit by the statue there, but this puts the survivors in a position where they could potentially come back here. We'll see what the Hunter opts to do here. They're gonna go ahead and spike the Mercenary, trying to slow down this decoding progress. You see that Cipher? It looks like, gets the hit, and the double hit on the Mercenary. Wow. It looks like just trying to get him down all the way here. Nobody can save. The Explorer cannot save. That is the difference in this match. If Mercenary is able to decode there and prime that Cipher, Explorer could potentially perform a rescue and they could pop the Cipher Machine. But now that the Mercenary is down, these survivors have no option of actually doing that. Looks like Explorer is searching for a page here, but once he picks up that page, it will reveal the location to the Hunter. So we'll see if he's opts to pick it up all the way or not here. And it looks like he is going to pick up the page. So now the Hunter knows, I think, where this Explorer is. And he's going to be able to head over towards him here. Yeah, and there's the down. Yeah, and we're gonna see that hit there. And unfortunately, you saw the downside of using those elbow pads early to go for that basement rescue. That's what we were talking about, not trying to go for that save early game. But they went for it, and unfortunately, coming back to cost them a little bit here. We're going to see how quickly you can get this Mercenary down. He's going to camp this pallet. Good job from the Sculptor. Good patience not walking through that there. Good mind games from the Mercenary as well, able to avoid these hits. We'll see if the Explorer can get up and use that password page on the last Cipher Machine before the Mercenary is able to go down. Gonna see him just looping this window as much as possible. Good job from the Mercenary, avoiding that here. He's going to be able to get the pallet down. No, dodging these as well, and does get that statue hit there. But we're going to see the Explorer try to rush this Cipher Machine. He has a password page. That Cipher Machine is, I believe, over 50% of the way done. Yeah, it is. And the Sculptor is playing the safe game here. He's going to chair the Mercenary on the Cipher Machine. This is a very intelligent play from this Hunter. He knows that the Explorer has that password page available. He saw him. He got that notification when the Explorer picked up that page. And he's going to try to locate him here. Now, it's very hard to find an Explorer, especially in small mode, though, so this is going to be very difficult. Oh, he's just going to pop the Cipher. Can he make the save as well? Gets the hit with detention and the down on the Explorer, and that will secure the 4-person elimination. That was... Wow. That was intense.
Very good job. Anyway, I'm cooking right now. I don't know if you hear my cooking noise.
Okay, got you, Poppet.
Yeah. Even if you can't hear, I'm not video. I'll put it.
But yeah, an incredible job there from that Hunter. I mean, the survivors really tried to go for a do or die, pop the Cipher rescue play, but the Hunter was prepared, saw the Explorer coming in for the save, was able to get the hit there and prevent that rescue, allowing for a 4-person elimination in the favor of Potatoes here. So now it's going to put a lot of pressure on the PX Hunter. They do need a 4-person elimination to, to tie up this first round here. We'll see what they can do. All right, you're host, Poppet, so you got to start the thing.
Right now, I'm just cooking so epically.
What are you cooking?
It's like tomato chopped with eggs, right?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like tomatoes, like, it's not like tomato soup with that thickness, but it's like lightness with an egg. It's pretty traditional in China.
Okay, that's nice. Sounds good.
And it's cheap. Yeah. And my mum, I should have cooked it some earlier ago, but I forgot, so yeah.
Yeah.
I'm such a good son.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that was a really good sculpture though. That format, epic.
Looks like the hunter is I eat biscuits. Oh wait, no, they're surviving, right? Yeah, wait, no, they're not hunting. They just played hunter. I eat biscuits is playing survivor. And we got Moon the Pro. Oh, this would be interesting. I think Honor should hunt here, but if I'm not mistaken, Honor's the best hunter in the game. You know?
No, I see Ghost Hunter.
No, looks like we're gonna have Ghost.
Yeah, Ghost Hunter.
Ghosty, I believe this is an Axeboy player, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think.
I'm not too sure. I never played against him.
And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have Moonlit River Park yet again as our next map, or as our continuing here. You know, keep in mind.
Right, yeah, let me just activate block character mode.
Pop, I don't know if it's because you're in the kitchen, but your mic's a little distant, but...
Oh, yeah, it's just because I'm in the kitchen just doing these epic cooking moves, 5-star.
Okay, got you.
Oh, my left hand hurts from the fire that I'm cooking up.
Okay.
Oh, Remy said he wants to commentate. Did he?
When did he say that?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, well, anyway, well done to the hunter.
I'll go focus on it once I finish my epic cooking and this epic match.
All right, gotcha. All right, well, our second match here, it is a 4-person elimination from Nani Citrus, also known as Lemon Citrus, for those of you who used to play with that player in previous seasons. But we're going to have, it looks like Mechanic is the band from Ghosty, the PX Hunter here. I would expect most likely we're going to see an Axeboy. If I'm not mistaken, Ghosty is an Axeboy player. I'm not sure if they've developed other hunters in the past, but we're going to have to see. It looks like we got some Potatoes fans in the chat as well. Make sure you guys say your favorite team, hype up your team. And it looks like, potentially Bonbon as well. This is an interesting character selection, especially considering you need a 4-person elimination. Bonbon usually a tie hunter. And Moonlit River Park, not a great map for Bonbon, but we'll see how it goes. Looks like from the survivors as well, we're going to see most likely the common S-tier characters. It looks like we're going to see that Mercenary and Priestess as well. Ooh, possibly Perfumer from Moon. I know, Moon is a Perfumer player, but Perfumer not typically a character you'd see early rounds. Not too strong. Definitely not as strong as she used to be back in previous seasons. By she, I mean Perfumer, not Moon. But yeah, it looks like, round 1 Perfumer. That's, again, very interesting. Not something you'd see, again, in very common early round tournament. Perfumer, not a very strong character earlier on. You want to play those S tiers, but it looks like the Potato Survivors opting to bring it out here. We'll see exactly how that's going to come into play. And Perfumer paired with, that seer is a very, very strong combination as well. Once she uses that perfume, if the perfume gets baited out, you can simply just owl the Perfumer and wait for that perfume to return. But it looks like with Bonbon, that's going to be a lot more difficult to pull off. And, considering you can just chip off the owl, you can chip the Perfumer, and it makes it very hard to perfume. Absolutely, and it looks like the character selections are in for both these players, and it's going to be that Bonbon yet again. All the survivors need to do, if you're the Potatoes, you need a 1-person escape to win this first round. It is a best of 3, keep in mind, but against a Bonbon, it's not too difficult to do to get a 1-person escape, so we'll see exactly what these survivors can do. And again, Perfumer and Seer, very weak characters against something like a Bonbon, so having, seeing this being used, the Perfumer-Seer combo round 1, is very, very interesting. Again, not something we would expect, but perhaps the hunters, the survivors don't know what hunter they'd be up against. So, and Ghosty simply just counterpicking. They see as a hunter, you see Perfumer Seer combo. I don't want to play someone who does regular damage. I want to play a chip hunter. And this hunter counterpicking that with that Bonbon. We're going to load into the match here. And again, you do need a 4-person elimination if you are the Bonbon here. So if the survivors ever have someone go down early, they may not even perform a rescue at any point. You're just trying to brush those Cypher machines, get one person out, and risking, saving off a Bonbon is very risky, considering Bonbon is the best camping hunter in the Identity 5 game currently. So, just waiting for this match to load momentarily here. And it looks like we have... Oh, it looks like... Oh, this is a really cool skin. I really like this March Hare skin. You don't see this very often. We are going to have a God Kite spawn, which means someone spawns behind 2 stories, someone spawns near first stop, and someone spawns near Broken Carousel. And we have another AFK player. And, oh my god, I just love that. Okay, nope, never mind. We're back. We would have to pause that for a second, but... Don't you just love AFK players? Alright, we're going to find the Perfumer early here. Let's see if we can get this bomb hit. Able to dodge those hits so far. And Perfumer transitioning over towards second stop. I don't think they're AFK anymore, by the way, Poppet. They're back. We're going to see that Perfume. A little bit of an early Perfume there. No bait. Just going to drop it there just to be safe. And we'll see what the Perfumer can do if she can transition over here. And there it is. Oh, good job. There's an owl. Yep. And can take the roller coaster here. We're going to see the survivor take the roller coaster towards second stop. The stop sign, unfortunately, not hit there, so the Perfumer will still be getting chased there. But we see the Seer Perfumer combo actually coming into effect here. Oh, and she's going to transition.
Perfume is good. It's sometimes considered a bit risky.
Yeah, but she can Perfume and go back upstairs here is what she's probably going to do. Yeah, Perfume's back up to the second story area. Oh, but unfortunately taking a hit. Can she take the roller coaster in time? I don't think she can take it in time, though. Oh, she's able to take it, but the hunter got on with her, and that is the downside of taking that tram a second time. And I see a little bit of a misstep from the Perfumer there. She's going to be able to... Oh, but she can Perfume the top of the stairs and drop down here. And we should see her go back up. Yep, that's exactly what she's doing. Good patience there, but unfortunately... Oh, vaulting into the hunter there. A little bit of a misstep there. And, yeah. Looking at the Cypher progress, looks like Mercenary Cypher about 80% of the way done. Seer able to pop a Cypher. Priestess about 50% of the way done. But this is going to be basement. So I don't expect the survivors to perform a rescue here. Looking at the Priestess build, actually, Priestess does carry Tide Turner, so you could still see a rescue from this Priestess. And it looks like we're going to see Mercenary potentially threaten a rescue, but I'm guessing they're most likely not going to save. Again, you only need one survivor out at this point, so you really just want to rush these Cypher machines.
Yeah, I never rescue get stuff. That's me deadly. The Priestess could make the rescue.
Especially in basement against a Bonbon. You don't want 2 people in basement against a Bonbon, then it's just GG's. See him go for that save. Able to make it before half as well. We'll see if the survivors can get out. Yes, stay in basement.
Already ran out, so that's a good job. Good dodge from the bomb. Good dodge. Good bomb dodge, my bad.
We're going to see the Perfumer go down right here. Does not have full presence just yet, but the Perfumer will go down. Priestess able to make it out. So this did buy a little bit of time. This actually ended up, although it was very risky, this actually ended up working in the survivor's favor here. They're able to buy a little bit extra time with Tide Turner. The Priestess only taking quarter damage hit. That's not too bad. And looking at the Cypher machine decoding progress, it looks like they have the last 2 Cyphers about 10% of the way done on both of them here. So expect them just to rush these Cyphers, not go for a rescue, and go for that tie.
No, but they might try, the Cyphers can be done. It's just a bit hard to say.
Yeah. Looks like he did die near that Priestess Cypher, rather, so that's going to be a little bit annoying for these survivors. It looks like Mercenary... Yeah, he's going for the rescue here, though. Takes that first hit. Can he get the stuff? There's the first bomb. Gets a Terror Shock! Wow. Gets the stuff on the save there, and that's exactly what we were talking about, not performing that rescue. It just becoming very risky for the survivors, and unfortunately came back to get them. He's going to be able to get basement as well, and all of a sudden, this has turned in from a tie scenario to possibly a 4-man scenario for this hunter.
That rescue just wasn't worth it.
Absolutely not. And unfortunately dying on the Priestess Cypher as well, which means they're going to have to start a whole new Cypher machine. It's going to be very hard for the survivors to pull off anything at this point. Let's see him target that Priestess. I don't think... Oh, good bomb chain there. Let's see if he can get the down quickly on the Priestess. There's the second one. Can he get the third one as well? There's the third one. Wow. Absolutely. We're going to see the Seer here try to go in for the save. Now you just have to drop the Priestess and chase the Seer. If you can down the Seer here, Priestess can selfie, but it's going to be very hard for the survivors to pull off anything after that. So, let's see what they can do here. All of a sudden, again, All the survivors had to do was not go for that rescue at the end there. They would have been able to secure an easy tie.
Small detail, well, not exactly small detail, but that detail just really changed the game.
Absolutely. We're going to see the Priestess get up. Can they perform the rescue here? Bonbon's going to go ahead and go back here. If you're the Seer, you need to rush one of these Cypher machines. And the Priestess needs to threaten a save, but probably not actually go for it. But is she going to go for it? And it looks like... Oh, but she portaled into the Hunter here, unfortunately, I believe. Nope, she went back up, I think. Yeah, she went back up. Okay, good play from the Priestess. Yeah, good play from the Priestess returning to the surface there.
Good discipline, good discipline.
Looks like, looking at the decoding, I think, expect the survivors to... Oh, looks like we're seeing a little bit of lag from this Seer. I'm going to go ahead and... Nope, he's back. We're good.
Yeah, it's back from.
And I expect the survivors to just heal up here. Try to divide and conquer. If you're the survivors, you need to heal up. 2 people do 2 different Cypher machines and force that 1 person escape if possible here. Again, this was a tie scenario for the survivors. I don't know if they acknowledged that they needed to go for a tie there just to get... Because, I mean, I'm not surprised they saved. They did not need a win. They just needed 1 person out, but... It's interesting.
They just got greedy.
Yeah.
Greedy guy always gets the bad stuff.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the saying, but yeah.
That's not the saying.
It's something like that.
Wait, could they finish that time in 40 seconds?
Let's see. It looks like Priest is hiding, trying to pressure the Cypher. Looks like Seer doing that first stop Cypher. So I think he's trying to... This is a pretty good play from the survivors. They're trying to draw the Hunter away from that 2-story, or from that tent area there. And the Seer's going to go ahead and rotate away here. So he's going to decode to make the Hunter see that. The Hunter's going to go ahead and transition after the Seer here. And the Priestess is now able to pressure this almost prime Cypher, which is this 2-story tent Cypher rather. But the Bonbon with teleport back momentarily. So he can kind of go back in between both of these Cypher machines and pressure both of them if possible here. Waiting for that teleport. Most likely going to see him teleport after the world portal here. And, yeah, going to teleport after, but the Priest is already gone. Can she get back through the portal before taking the hit? No! Takes the hit there! Wow. I'm not... a huge misstep from the Priestess there. Going back into the Hunter. And that's going to cost the survivors.
Hunter's not going to chair the Seer.
She doesn't have self-heal. She's already used her self-heal here. He doesn't have to. And, Priestess... I'm not sure what the thought process was there, but...
I think that must have been a slight silly... That must have been a silly mistake.
Yep. And, oh, but the Cypher's almost primed. The Seer Cypher... The Seer Cypher is almost primed here, so if he can pop this Cypher machine... Oh, but he picks him up just in time! He picked him up just in time!
But no, actually, Seer can't make it, though. I think Seer can escape.
Yeah, he does not have teleport. I think Seer can make it through this first stop exit. Yeah, he can. He's going to be able to get the 1 person out. This is a huge play from the survivors for Potato here.
Jesus Christ.
And even with two mistakes from the survivors here, they're still able to push for the exit gate. Still well played by them overall. The Seer's going to be able to get that 1 person escape, and this will be a round 1 win. This will be a win for the Potatoes in this first round. Incredible. All right. Oh, they're able to get the 1 person out, which is exactly what they needed. Seer did 323 decoding. Wow.
Wow, that's what you call a supporter. This is why I have no friends.
Well played, well played.
I'm lonely.
Okay.
No one likes me at school.
It's okay, Poppet. It'll get better.
Maybe.
Alright, I gotta get rid of these little red dot thingies.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Alright.
Guess who joined?
Is that PX Jogge? Hello, Jogge.
Yeah, I'll be emceeing you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Did I just promise Ravi to commentate?
No, we have Joggy.
That never happened. It never happened.
We have Joggy.
No, I'm invited one right now. But I'm hoping to see some magician in this tournament. Oh, yeah, Joggy, the master magician right here. Yeah.
And there goes Poppet. Alright. Well, anyways, Joggy, we saw in the first round, I don't know if you were watching, but I'll update you. But basically what happened in the first round is the Hunter for Potatoes, a Sculptor was able to get a 4-person elimination, and the Hunter for PX only with a 3-person. Yep, so it's going to be a round 1 win for Potatoes. And in terms of points, that puts them on top. If I do math properly, that is 6-3. So, yeah, Jockey, you get to flex that magician skin, or?
Of course.
Yeah, but it looks like oh, there's Joggy with the magician skin. And we're just waiting for Poppet to start the match here because he disappeared for some reason. Maybe his mom's yelling at him. I do not know, but we will find out. Yeah. Oh, 5v5. Ooh, 5v5. Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's do 5v5. Why do the tournament when you can do 5v5?
Let's check Joggy's character knowledge, guys. Fifth magician.
No, stop. I'm gonna report your streaming.
What? Your character knowledge is unblocked for a reason. Anyone can look at it.
I know, but don't look at my magician points, please.
We'll look at Poppet then. Oh, he blocked it. Damn it.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I laughed so hard. Hi, Poppet. Yeah, I'm back. But I don't want to be embarrassed. Yeah.
Honor is the hunter.
Let me play for BX just so I can get the magician action.
Poppet, you have to make it 5 spectators.
Oh yeah, my bad. I sadly don't think any of BX members will play magician there. Okay. Let me just quickly check. Oh, it's gonna be hospital. Right, safe.
Sacred. Is Gray Besra the hunter now?
Yeah.
Looks like Gray Besra. Okay, Gray Besra. All right.
BX needs to make a comeback in this round because if they can let Potatoes get another win, then that's gonna be a loss for BX. Yeah. So at least they need to tie this round.
Yes, absolutely. Waiting for Poppet. Poppet to... Oh, he's in trouble. Okay. Boo-how. Boo-how, Poppet. Boo-how. Alright, so the second map is going to be Sacred Heart Hospital. This is the second round here. Again, currently PX down 2 Potatoes by 1 round here. It was a 6-3 win in the first round for Potatoes. So we'll see what the PX survivors can do to potentially come back here. Again, they need at least a tie. What'd you say,
We might see some Embalmer, as Embalmer's considered among many high tiers a die character. So, you know, if one of the teams will need a die, we might see him, which would be really interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially on a map like Sacred Heart Hospital, it's not a bad character whatsoever. You do have that 2-story area that the Embalmer can simply coffin into, or just coffin across the map. It is a large enough map where that is quite effective. So we'll see what the survivors opt to go for here. And I'm interested to see what the Hunter plays. I'm actually not sure what this Hunter, Hunter's main characters are. But we'll have to see.
Definitely will be interesting, yeah.
And just waiting on the Poppet to start the match. Here we go. We're going to have 1 Hunter band and 2 Survivor bands. We'll see what the players opt to go for here. Looks like that Dream Witch, I think these Survivors probably don't know what this character, or what this Hunter plays. So just doing the safe route, banning that strong Dream Witch character, and getting that eliminated from the Hunter as an option.
Yeah, you never want to risk it. Rather ban Dream Witch than go against Dream Witch.
Exactly. And it looks like waiting for the Survivor bands as well from the Hunter here. Just waiting inside. Oh, it looks like Bloody.
Oh, maybe.
No, it's like Dream Witch, yeah. And yeah, I'm interested to see what the Hunter opts to ban here. Looks like it'll be Mechanic and Priestess. That makes sense. Mechanic is the best decoding character. Oh, maybe Explorer.
Looks like, okay, this might be some special strategy. He really wants to eliminate the decoding. Like, he really doesn't like the, Mechanic and Explorer being the cheapest decoders at the moment in this current meta.
Absolutely. And you see this actually happen quite a bit over in the China servers. They actually opt to ban Mechanic and Explorer sometimes in the first 2 rounds, really eliminating that decoding as an option from these survivors. If you're able to get a quick down on a survivor and you have no heavy decoder on your team, then it can be very difficult to actually finish those Cypher machines in time.
Yeah. Well, by the way, last tournament, this guy did play for so that is quite cool. That could actually make sense since banning decoders as a photographer is really important.
Absolutely. Especially the Explorer, because the Explorer is actually significantly strong against something like a photographer, considering that,
Exactly, yeah.
You can pop those Cypher machines before the photo world ends, and it doesn't reduce that decoding progress. So So
interesting to see BX actually not using the Priestess on one of her best maps. Instead, we're seeing a Seer, Forward, Merc, and a Prisoner.
Yeah.
This is a really interesting pick.
And, oh, looks like we might see that Photographer from Gray here. Yeah, and again, using that Prisoner. Again, the Survivors want to have a decoder on their team, but Prisoner not a very strong one, and they don't have a very... I mean, considering that that's their only real option at this point, I think just eliminating the decoder altogether and just going for that Priestess, like you mentioned, might have been stronger here. But we'll have to see what the Survivors opt to go for, and it looks like most likely going to be the Photographer, like Poppet had mentioned earlier here from Gray.
Also, this is a pretty slow decoding team code. That means if the Photographer will have a good early game, this might be really hard to come back from.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, double rescue here is going to be very difficult. Mercenary and Forward, some of the slower decoders in this game for sure. But we're just waiting on the final Survivors to select their character. They could still have an option to change here, but I do expect to see at least Seer, Forward, and Mercenary, 3 of the best characters in the current Identity 5 game. But the Prisoner is an interesting choice. And it looks like that is going to be the final character selection from the Survivors here. Just waiting on the Hunter character selection at this point.
Most likely gonna be the Photographer, yeah.
Yeah, like you said. And again, Photographer isn't a terrible character for this map. There are some pretty good hiding areas to hide. Not kite, what am I saying? But yeah, so you can hide against the Photographer on this map. It looks like it is the Photographer, just waiting on the character selections here. I actually don't play a lot of Photographer, so I'm not entirely sure how effective Photographer is, particularly on the Sacred Heart Sacred Heart Hospital map. But we'll have to see.
In Call of Duty is free, I very much remember, I think it was by HS, not sure, pulling out a Photographer in like a second round in Golan,
Yep.
and he got the 4-man elimination. So
Yep.
Photographer can be really deadly if you really know how to play him well.
Absolutely, yeah. I recall seeing that match as well. I think the commentators were very surprised when that happened, but able to secure the 4-person elimination. I think it actually clutched up the round as well. It was able to win that round in that scenario. So yeah, we'll see how well Gray can perform. Play this Photographer here. Against a 4-person, team comp, it can be very difficult considering that you have a very good communication between your Survivors, and you can communicate where the Hunter is, where they are in photo world, when they're taking pictures, along those lines. So we'll see.
Especially for Seer that can see across the map where the Hunter is, that will help the communication by a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, especially in something like a Photographer, which is interesting why we didn't see the Seer get banned, but I think the Photographer is just saying, I'm a character that likes to slow down the Cypher Rush, so let's slow it down even more, eliminating both these decoders from the Survivors here. And
also in the China, there has been a meta where the Photographer first picks up a teleport and then switches later to blink, so, it will be interesting if we might see that.
Yeah, absolutely. It also depends, on the spawn here. If you spawn near a camera, that can be very strong for the Photographer. But it looks like we're going to see the ruin spawn here, which means someone spawns over towards statue. Expect the Photographer to go over here. So we're going to see, looking at the Photographer's trait here, it is that blink. So it looks like we are going to see an instant picture as well. Not quite for any hiding strategies. Oh, it looks like none of the Survivors opted to hide here. I think the Forward and the Seer
expected the strategy of the Photographer not taking a picture first and first finding a Survivor and then taking a picture. Sadly, it didn't work out.
Yeah, and it looks like the Photographer, if he walks into shack, I believe they'll find 2 Survivors in that shack area. Sees the Forward there. Will he see the Seer as well? And sees the Seer. This is going to be a very strong start for this Photographer. He's able to down the Seer. He's going to be able to put him on the rocket chair as well. And he's going to be able to hit the Forward once to make him one-shot, making it so he's unable to actually save, and he's one of the rescuers on this team comp. So this is going to be very difficult. Yeah, looks like he's going to, down him all the way, potentially going for a double chair here.
Seer's at ruins there. That means even if he will really try to commit to chair the Forward, the Seer might be able to rescue.
Yeah.
But looks like he won.
Looks like the Seer's gonna, he's gonna rotate out here. He's gonna try to chair this Forward as well. Can he get the chair off before the photo world ends? If he could, this is gonna be an incredible start for this Photographer. He's gonna be able to do so here, and we'll see if he's able to. Absolutely. Can he find one of these Survivors as well? He found one of the down Survivors here. He'll be in an incredible position, but it looks like he's gonna actually go ahead and walk towards Birdcage here instead.
He sees the Prisoner there. Prisoner should be able to do a decent cut in. Wait, what? Okay, yeah. Didn't notice at first because of the debuff for the Prisoner where the heartbeat is, I think, 30% slower.
Yeah, absolutely.
Slower.
Yeah.
So we didn't notice the photo at first. Now might gonna get blinked here.
Yeah, this is gonna be very hard for this Prisoner. And tries to. Unfortunately, unable to do that. Yeah. Looks like gonna go ahead and...
Really strong early game from the photo.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting someone down after the first photo world is exactly what you want to see. Able to chair on the Mercenary Cypher Machine as well. Ford and Seer both using their self-heal too. So if you're able to down any of these survivors in photo world, it's going to slow down this decoding progress significantly, as they will have to be picked up by one of their own teammates. So this is going to force the Mercenary, again, off their Cypher Machine. Both of these survivors are injured as well, and the prisoner is on chair. This is looking like a very strong start for this photographer.
Again, definitely a very strong start, but I would also say with the Seer Owl, maybe they have a huge potential of a rebound coming, and since the photo already is Blink, it's going to be game-changing.
Absolutely. Going to go for that swing there. Able to dodge that there from the prisoner. We'll see if they opt to use the Owl this early. And there it is. Wow. But, ooh, this might not have actually been the best, though, because now he's still kind of stuck in this area here. You really want to use that Owl to try to... He should have... Yeah, he's going to use that shock there. And, oh, able to avoid that. Gets the speed boost. And he's going to be able to transition towards a better area here.
This is exactly the rebound that I was talking about. The one Owl can really change the game. Now, depending by how well the prisoner can guide, this can be huge.
And, oh, wow. Incredible card trick. Gets the down on the prisoner. There's still 5 Cypher Machines remaining, and everyone is injured. There's no chance at a rescue here unless the Forward were to go for a long stun or these survivors were to heal up. And no, it looks like they're just going to go ahead and push these Cypher Machines here. No decode or no healing progress done so far. So he's going to go ahead and pressure this Mercenary here, holding this card trick. This is going to allow the photographer to pressure the Cypher until he card trick back to the chair to prevent any sort of rescue. It looks like, yeah, get no tinnitus from the Hunter here. He's going to camp this out just to make sure the Mercenary doesn't pull off a sneaky rescue. But in this situation, with this many people injured, this is very good for this photographer.
He's really slowing the game now, especially now that the Forward and Seer are going to heal both in check, and the Mer gets down. Wow. This is so huge for the photo.
Looking at the decoding progress so far, you have multiple Cypher Machines worked on. One of them is primed, one of them about 50% of the way done, another one about 80% of the way done. But besides that, not much decoding progress on the Cyphers here. He's going to be able to take the picture. He got the picture up before he took the heal. That is incredible. That's going to make it so that he has to actually heal himself in photo world, buying extra time for the photographer here. Excellent timing there. I don't even think he did that on purpose, obviously. It just kind of worked in his favor there. This is going to be very hard. Again, the survivors have to heal themselves before going in for the rescue, and this will force an after half save on the Mercenary.
I feel like what BX strategy is here, hey, we had a bad early game, we're going to get at least one person out and rely on our Hunter getting the format. I feel like that's what their mindset is at the moment.
Absolutely. Again, PX does need a tie at least for this round to play a third round out. If this Hunter gets a 4-person elimination and the survivors get 1 person out in the next round, it will be a win for the Potatoes. So the survivors really need to try to pull something off here. Again, they have pretty good decoding progress on some of these Cypher Machines, but the Mercenary... Now, something to keep in mind. It looks like the Hunter's going to actually teleport. Now, this is actually not a bad play. He does have 3 elbow pads to rebound. So he's just going to chair everyone, I think, is what's going to happen here. Oh, no, he doesn't have time, actually.
Can you pull it off? Wow.
Incredible.
Really good job.
Yep. That is just very, top tier gameplay from the photographer. Acknowledging, these survivors are in this area. I can go ahead and injure them in the photo world, set them up to be one shot, and keep chasing this survivor here. It looks like... Oh, did he try to card trick back? Yeah, I think he's trying to go back, right? To the Cypher.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sadly, it didn't work out. And he was forced to switch to teleport, which means now cutting the photographer will be really, way easier.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, all of a sudden this went from a very... Oh, card trick's back on the Mercenary. Still 3 elbow pads. Oh, vaulting into the Hunter!
Vaulted into him.
Oh, no. That is unfortunate. 3 elbow pads were still available for this Mercenary to kite, but unfortunately... just going down there, that's going to be very hard. It looks like a favorable position. The survivors were coming back here, but I think that down right there just changed the entire match.
Probably, but at least having the elbow pads means that the Forward can later pick it up and possibly clutch a dungeon.
Yep.
Definitely possible.
Going back to the decoding progress here, you do have a Cypher Machine primed over in that forest area. 2 other Cyphers about 50% of the way done. So the survivors in a position where they can still potentially finish these Cypher Machines. But the Seer has to be careful, and he looks like he's going to play cautious here. Is the photographer able to get a jump scare on the Seer? It looks like he's going to be able to do it, and gets the down on the Seer. Wow.
Very sad here.
Looks like Photographer looking for a 4-person elimination. Going to go ahead and slug the seer. What he's going to do here is he's going to go ahead and share the seer. This is going to buy him a little bit of extra time. So if the seer is able to use that self-heal before the photo world ends, he will go down immediately after. So this is going to make it so the seer has to wait until photo world collapses before going for that self-heal, which buys him more time to go look for this forward here. And
definitely a hard situation for PX, but it's still manageable to get a 1% out of here.
Yeah, absolutely. Considering the Photographer no longer with Blink available, and you have a forward with full football and 3 elbow pads potentially available for him as well. This is going to be a very, very difficult chase for this photo. I don't expect the forward to go down quickly at all. This is going to take a good amount of time, and this is going to buy some seer some time to self-heal. Using that football, going to transition. Yeah, he's able to get into hospital too as well. It's going to be very difficult for the Photographer to actually get the forward down here.
The problem is the seer already uses self-heal. That means he can fully focus on the forward.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot about that. Both of these characters use their self-heal after that first photo world, and that was the downside to actually not doing that there. Let's see what the forward can do here. It's going to be very hard. Goes for that charge attack, able to avoid it there, and gets the pallet stun as well. This is going to buy some time.
He might be able to heal the seer right now. Okay, looks like he's not going to. The forward really just wants to survive as long as possible to get the 1% out.
Yep. And he's going to take that photo, and yeah, this is all the Photographer has to do, unfortunately. You just have to go kill this photo in the photo world. You can share him, in the Photographer's photo world here, and it's going to make it so all he has to do is wait for the forward to go down. Nobody has self-heal available. Unfortunately, the photo knows that both of them used it already after that first photo world. Playing it safely here, and this is most likely going to be that 4-person elimination, unfortunately, for the PX survivors.
Yeah, sadly, yeah. Unless the forward can somehow die near the dungeon and then escape, but it's gonna be really hard, nearly impossible.
Yeah. And, yeah, again, if you're the Photographer, all you have to do is walk around the map and simply look for the dungeon. There only are 3 dungeon locations on this map, so if you find all 3 of them, you make it so you're able to find, prevent the forward from reaching that dungeon at any point. And it looks like this will be, like we said, most likely a 4-person elimination here.
Forward found the dungeon though, but I don't think the seer can die in time.
He did find that dungeon, but if you're the photo, he's going to go ahead and check over this area. Keep in mind, the Photographer does not yet know where that dungeon is. He's going to go ahead and check this statue area, realizing dungeon is not here. If he can bleed out before he finds the forward, it could be that 1-person escape, but it's going to take, it's probably at least another 30 seconds before the seer is able to bleed out, so we're going to see the Photographer.
Because if he decides to check shit corner, there might be a possibility for PX to get the 1% out.
Yeah, I think he checked it. Oh, I don't think he's going to make it, though. It's going to be super close down to the wire.
So close.
Using that card trick.
And now he knows where he is.
Yeah, he knows where the survivor
super
is.
Close.
And just in the nick of time there, another 10 seconds, I think he would have been able to escape towards that dungeon, maybe even less. And the seer's just going to go ahead and bleed out as well. And that will be the 4-person elimination. So close for the PX survivors there. But Gray able to secure that 4-person elimination for their team. And that's going to be 5 more points for Potatoes in this round, meaning the PX Hunter needs a 4-person elimination if they want a chance to advance to it and play a 3rd round here.
Very good play from the Photographer coming up with this strong early game that really changed the game by a lot.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you saw the survivors, again, not hiding in that early game there. And the Hunter able to find them immediately, get a double share, force a double self-heal. And that really did make the difference because they weren't able to self-heal later in the game. And that made it so the Hunter only had to share that, share the survivors in the photo world, causing them to go down. And he was able to slug them a lot easier there. I got pinged. Who pinged me? Oh, God. Okay, good. No one. Okay.
Now the PX Hunter needs to get a 4-person elimination, which might be decently hard against really good survivors like Potato has.
Yeah, and they were almost able to do it in the last round. Unfortunately, one survivor able to make it out that first stop exit gate on Moonlight River Park. So we're gonna see what I believe Ghosty is the name of this hunter, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ghosty, yeah. If Ghosty's able to get that 4-person elimination, they'll put the team back in the race. They'll make it so it will force a 3rd round and give PX another chance here. But on a map like Sacred Heart Hospital as well, this is such a survivor-sided map. It's going to be very difficult for this hunter to actually, put themselves in a position where they can get that 4-person elimination. We'll have to see.
Especially since Potatoes know they only need 1 escape,
yeah.
They might go some, Embalmer plays and some other survivors like that, just to make sure they get the 1 person out and they won't try to greed for like a die or something.
Absolutely. They could also push for a heavy decoding strategy as well. You see that used quite a lot in scenarios where, you need to get one person out. You go for heavy decoding. You also see actually heavy rescuing as well, because considering that's a tied team comp. A heavy rescue team comp is considered a tied team comp for the most part. You can also win with them, but it depends on the hunter as well. But yeah, we'll see a heavier decoding comp from the survivors, but we'll see with the hunter ops band. They could go for that explorer mechanic band, just like we saw in the last round from the photographer. So if they do that, it's going to force the decoding to be a lot slower than the survivors want it to be, and potentially put themselves in a position for a four-person elimination. Just waiting on Poppet to start the match here. Poppet? There we go. Okay.
Okay, nice.
And yeah, it looks like the same survivor team, I believe, from the survivors here, and no substitutions. We're going to see most likely the Bonbon just get banned. We saw the Bonbon used very effectively by Ghosty in the first round, able to secure that 3-person elimination. And the survivors don't want any chances. Don't want to take any chances again here in this round. And we'll see what Ghosty opts to ban. Most likely going to see the mechanic immediately banned. We saw that in the first round. Looks like Seer. Oh, Seer Mercenary. Oh, no, there's the mechanic. It looks like there's the mechanic Seer ban. I would have been very surprised to see a mercenary Seer ban, especially in a position where you need a 4-person elimination.
Yeah, you really need to ban the mechanic, since mechanics are also considered at the minimum a die survivor.
Yeah.
Since you can cipher extremely hard.
And from the survivor side here, I would expect we're going to see that mercenary and priestess. Priestess is a very obvious pick in this in this team comp. It looks like, potentially Mind's Eye. That could be, okay, now the thing with Mind's Eye, Moon, okay, I actually do know Moon was previously the first Mind's Eye last season. Now, the only downside to using a Mind's Eye in this scenario is that Mind's Eye is very good if the Mind's Eye does not get found first, right? So if you get found first, you actually put your team in kind of a lose situation for the most part. Because, you go down very, very quickly. It looks like we're going to actually see Perfumer instead. It looks like the survivors opting to use that Explorer here. This is very good. This is actually a very strong team comp on a map like Sacred Heart Hospital. What this does is the Priestess and the Perfumer are able to kite inside the hospital. They are very broken characters for that area, and the Explorer just hides. You can't chase the Explorer because they stay hidden. You can't chase the Mercenary as well. So these characters, very strong on this map. It looks like potentially Wuching from Ghosty here.
Definitely maybe counter this team comp if played correctly, because if you will know the spawn points, you can instantly get to a survivor mid-rotation and possibly get a really early down. But we might be seeing a Bio or Ripper, so it'll be really interesting to see who they actually will pick.
Yeah, it looks like we're still waiting. The survivor selection is in. We do have, looks like it will be that Axeboy most likely from Ghosty here. But going back to the survivor character selections, yeah, it is going to be the Axeboy. Going back to the survivor character selections, this again is a very, very strong team comp for this map. Priestess, very broken character within Sacred Heart Hospital. Same with Perfumer. You can loop that area for so long. And if you're the survivor here, if you get found first, all you have to do is run into hospital and simply kite in that area. The Explorer stays hidden, gets decoding for free, and the Mercenary cannot be chased because it's a Mercenary, obviously. So this, again, very strong team comp for this map, and we are going to see the Axeboy from Ghosty. We'll see if they're able to pull off that 4-person elimination to keep PX in it here. And this is very exciting.
Ghosty did a good choice by playing X-Boy, since it's super hard to hide as an Explorer against an X-Boy, and together with the Priestess, if you set up a portal, you might get the purple fireball around her. So I feel like Ghosty did a really good choice on picking the Hunter against this team comp.
Absolutely. Waiting for the match to load in here. We're going to see the spawn. The spawn is very important as well. If you spawn near the Explorer as the Hunter here, especially as an Axeboy, and that Explorer leaves that corrupt area, they will get the purple fireballs even if in that small mode. So it's going to be very easy for the Axeboy to find the Explorer if that situation ever arises here. We're going to see that statue spawn from the Hunter immediately going towards Shaq here. The survivor does spawn Shaq, but it is the Mercenary, unfortunately, for the PX Hunter here. That's not ideal, if you're on the Hunter side in this situation.
Definitely, but we're also seeing Ghosty most likely go up and down with teleport, which can go after the Mercenary to waste as many able as possible, and together with Fortune Effect, then he could try to teleport on top of the Explorer.
Excellent job from the Mercenary, breaking that line of sight, trying to create some distance here. It looks like the Hunter gonna try to go for that flame. They're unfortunately unable to get it. Good job from the Mercenary, avoiding any hits. Your job as a Mercenary is never take any hits early game, and absolutely doing their job to perfection there. Looking into this hospital here, we're gonna see that portal get broken here, and the only survivor gonna go ahead and teleport. Oh, it teleports on the Perfumer too. This is a good find and had a very weak Cypher Machine as well. This is actually a pretty favorable position here for this Hunter.
Definitely, if he does a good fireball here, this can be gauged. But you look how she's going to push the portal, and it's exactly my Bruce's meta. Just letting Perfumer get into the house build can be really game-changing.
Good job from the Perfumer, able to dodge. Does get the hit before the Perfume is back, though, from that cooldown. Able to get an early damage there on the Perfumer. This is very good for this Hunter. And use that portal to take it upstairs, and this is where it gets really scary for this Hunter. You can use these portals as the Perfumer. You can abuse this 2-story area, perfuming at the top of the 2-story area, then dropping down and forcing the Hunter to wait for you before you go down. Using a Perfume a bit prematurely there, unfortunately, for the Perfumer. And but it looks like the Axeblade lost the trail of the survivors here, so this is going to be very difficult for them.
Really good job from Potatoes with the portals and the communication rotation so far.
Yeah, it looks like still trying to locate the survivor. The Perfumer just hiding at the pallet here. And, does get found there, unfortunately. Going for a drop down here. This is going to force the, but Perfume's back into the Hunter.
Perfume's back.
Oh, no.
Hunter will drop down.
Trying to mind game there, but really costing them there. That's not going to power stone, unfortunately. And, yeah, big misstep from the Perfumer is going to cost the down there. And this is going to put the Hunter in a slightly favorable position. The decoding progress is pretty good for the survivors. The Mercenary able to pop their Cypher Machine here. The Explorer now working on a Cypher about 50% of the way done. Priestess Cypher about 50% of the way done. So this still is not a bad position for these survivors. They have good decoding so far.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, definitely still, it can be a foreman for the Hunter, but also not a bad situation to be in for the survivors. Depending how the rescue will go, this will maybe change the game. If the rescue will be good, the survivors can win, but if he stops the rescue, this is definitely possible. Amazing fireball.
Gets the fireball and forces the after half save, so he's going to be able to double hit the Mercenary most likely here and force the rescue after the halfway mark. The survivors, without any decoding really available to them here, there is going to be the rescue. Can he get the double hit on the Mercenary? I think that's going to be the big thing here. And it looks like he's going to flame the Perfumer and doesn't get the hit on the Mercenary. Can he elbow pad away in time and is able to get away here? Good job from the Mercenary avoiding that they're dead. It's just an unlucky hitbox there. And, did the Perfumer take the World Portal, though? She's able to do that here. Wow.
And the Bruce is there to heal. And he can't teleport to them.
Yeah, the Cypher Machine already popped in that area.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back, Poppet.
Teleports as close as possible. But we have an Explorer getting all the bases that he needs here.
This is going to be very hard for these survivors. We're going to see the Flame using this to get closer. Can the Perfumer pick up the Priestess in time here? Is able to get it and takes the body block. Wow.
This is a super bad, this is really bad position for the Hunter at the moment. The survivors and the support and everything that really was a game. Amazing fireball once again. We can see this nice boy really knows how to use the fireballs.
Yeah, able to get the double down. This is not too bad, actually. You're able to get the double down here. You may, if you're the Axeblade, share both of these survivors. What this does is it forces both of them to go in for save. The other option you could is pick up this Priestess when someone tries to perform a rescue. Oh, wait, the Perfumer's dead on chair. I totally forgot. Oh, but they popped the last Cypher.
Because and he doesn't have to teleport back in time.
Yeah.
So he's forced to go to the gift to Shaggate. This is really tough.
You want your Priestess for love when you just push the other game.
I know, this is the problem that you're in.
We're gonna see the...
Unless the Merc disconnects, then together with Explorer, then yeah, this is most likely a die.
That would mean Potato goes through the next round.
Looks like
Amazing job from both, definitely.
we're gonna see the Priestess. Gonna see the Priestess get shared here. Teleport not available for another 20 seconds. The survivors looks like they're gonna make it out that exit gate there, unfortunately, for this Hunter. Good job from this Hunter coming back and getting that tie. They were in a very weak position early game, but well played from these survivors, able to secure the tie for their team.
Just emoted, not the
That's not
disqualified.
DQ from the tournament. Also, congrats on being able to the next round, yeah.
Yeah, they emoted, that's toxic.
Also, they didn't play Magician, so it's also toxic.
Yeah, they didn't play Magician.
Yeah, but we keep not going through. Bye-bye.
All right, so we will point out to the survivors not to emote for moving on, but it wasn't near the Hunter, so.
No, you're allowed to emote. You're allowed to emote.
Oh, I guess it's Poppet's Tournament. So Poppet's Tournament, you can be as toxic as you want, guys. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, you
can be toxic, you can spam Fanky, you can be toxic in both games, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter as long as I'm not involved, it's fine.
This is why Poppet's the best tournament host ever, guys. You can do whatever you want for free.
You get to express yourself on who you truly are.
Right.
Okay,
Anyways.
I love Magician and I hate Poppet because he keeps spinning everyone.
Okay. Is that the only round for today?
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
Like, yeah,
Well,
I
that
guess
is
Poppet Tournament will just
continue. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Much love from Play with Fire. Awesome. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will have more rounds tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, is Synergy versus Play with Fire, right?
Oh, yeah, I need to vote for my...
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't voted yet.
Yeah, Synergy versus Play with Fire. Make sure you guys go vote for skins, right? Vote for skins.
Yeah, vote for...
Yeah.
Good.
Vote for the Wu Chang. If you guys don't vote for the Wu Chang or Feaster, you're bad. No, just kidding. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the tournament stream. Don't forget to check out the Discord links in the video description below. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with more tournament action. So thank you guys so much for watching.